현지 안부 티어돌 도래곰 초소야. 편지들이 꽤 많이 왔었네. 자, 플러스 퀘스트는 일단 없고요. 메인 캐 가봅시다. 오토와 얘기하기.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
하늘 색깔이
Did you see that?
보라색이네.
Tell me just
What are you making them skies?
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fact storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project.
스톨라스가
At
똥이죠?
the moment the winds turn foul. Still waiting on a reply though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh no, I'm just a messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
비비안 나무기.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My country is
안녕하세요.
stronger than you think.
반갑습니다.
A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know.
또
I
강의야.
am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
역사쌤. 아차차.
Beneath
킹차차.
these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay.
세상에 고장 나고 있구만.
It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, there remained a drowned
아카시아.
spawning akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved
이제 어디 나왔지?
republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would
케오스.
seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away
나
at the
때문인가?
whim of the waves.
나 때문이야. 아니겠지?
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing. But
호모도도?
pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Wulu deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
이 하포크라테스. 하포크라테스도 원래 원조 나무위키죠. 지금은 약간 도감처럼 돼버렸어요.
Is a storm coming soon?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
뛰는 거 있습니까?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious, as though it has disturbed the heavens. That, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood
이름이
lessons on the sins of
패러디일까요?
Zemeckis
비슷한데?
well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible.
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet
Most-
for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts.
찾아줘.
Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler,
찾아줘 퀘스트 아니야?
I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
해줘는 아니군요.
Trying to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
일단 도관
I was
등록하고
wondering when next you'd visit. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
역사학자.
I have quite the find for you today.
빠빠바. 비장의 키워드.
You wish to study the tomes? You are always welcome, Clive.
아주 부금이나 효과음들이 근본이 넘칩니다. 아주 막 뜬금없이 그냥 막 나오고 있어. 달리기 좀 만들어줘.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Kashik out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
망하고 있어요.
The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
바로 고. 바로
Messages
고.
from Martha, Isabel, and Lubor.
마사 여관, 노스리치, 달리밀 여관, 마사, 월드막. 가까운 데부터 가봅시다. 여기는 달리밀. 확실히 얘가 최적화는 잘 모르겠는데 로딩은 빨라. 플스가 로딩 하나는 빠르단 말이죠.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Did you say?
As if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
가봅시다.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
좀 어두워서 그런 게 아닐까요? 원래 빛이 없으면 좀 그래픽 구려져가지고.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your
도적한테
throat
식량을
that's slit.
주겠다는 소리를 하네.
That's enough.
목에 통할 것 같습니까?
Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
저런 건 약간 그런 거 비슷한 거 아니에요? 저놈이 내 돈은 뺏어가는데 마음은 착해. 약간 이런 거 아니에요?
Victor,
식량 주면 그냥 조용히 집에 갈 것 같아?
what's he doing here?
애가 돈은 좀 뺏어가는데 마음은 착해. 애는 착해.
What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
굉장히 착각을 하고
Business is
있네.
in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costner's. It's these accursed skies, or an entire city for...
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find us.
I hope so.
이제 좀 대사를 좀 적당히 스킵하면서 가야 되겠습니다. 다 들으니까 플레이 타임이 너무 느려지는 것 같아. 적당하게.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people but have left to smolder. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their home.
And if there's one thing bandits like,
What would Sid the Out...
Well, if it were my namesake,
Interesting.
he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the...
that sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is... While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie, it may still be possible to make them doubt their... Before presenting them.
And that would be?
To pool our resources.
When all that fear and...
It appears we have a plan. Victor, pay Conrad a visit.
As you wish.
You'll face it. Don't worry. Victor and I will do most of the talking. Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
나달리에 가까운 데부터.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, hey, Conrad. May I
에블린
introduce you to
용병단.
Chick?
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is...
As I told you, I summoned the commander here.
Victor says that there aren't any men left to hire.
True as the crystals, nobles came and claimed every last one. You know of the 7 high houses. Granted, we have a few boys left.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamel's finest cannot that a band of beardless youths could bet?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards.
I can't believe that actually.
Conrad's not what you call... And there's a reason why I had you...
아 근데 이 둘이 조합이 너무 노잼이에요. 둘 중에 하나는 좀 제정신이 아니어야 되는데.
Then let us band together and show these brutes.
둘 다 그냥 너무 조용해.
My shop.
둘 중에 하나 나사가 좀 빠져 있어야 재밌는데. 아
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
나사 빠진 애 하나씩 데리고 오란 말이야.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Mert.
Lord
Underhill.
I was just telling the good...
Lubor says that not only...
Indeed, sir. The nobles in the capital are... It is only a matter of time.
It is worse. And while I applaud your... Which means that now, if our humble town is to endure not...
All right. If it will help. But you needn't have gone...
Thank you.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time,
반반이 되나
they may
근데?
even learn to...
전 치킨도 아니고 반반이 돼? 괜히 반반씩 둘 쑤시다가 더 큰일 나는 거 아니야?
Scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups.
그럴 거면 뭐하러 두 그룹으로 나눴냐?
In a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer thin defenses.
그냥 애초에 우리 보고 그냥 처치해달라 그러지.
Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the stakes I concede are high.
That is a lot of faith.
Then it will be for...
I thought you might.
We'll hold them off for us.
And we will...
우린 둘이 가? 덤벼. 헤헤. 들어와.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
그 원펀맨.
They mean to overwhelm us.
아니 뭐야 이 실드는. 들어와 들어와. 무다. 아 이놈 좀. 아이 건방. 악대. 원펀맨. 구멍.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held
그래
the line.
둘이 악수하고.
Without you,
Hi.
there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either.
날로 먹었네.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
입돔. 됐고요. 다음 마사의 여관.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said he'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help.
We're on our way.
They were too fast.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
아, 그곳이.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
No use calling Ambrosia now.
가자. 비기세요.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
따세. 아, 몸이 또 왜 이렇게 많냐? 스킵.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wait, man.
젠달 도와줬던 애인가?
But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked up.
태가 많이 안 좋은데요,
You
여기는?
took them for thieves.
When did Wade and his...
Not long after Rosalith fell. They were making ready to leave just as...
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift. But they got a pack of... And they got...
Damn it up.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
어쩐지 빨리 끝나더라.
I will. You...
또 가. 가자.
Can't take much more of this. My brothers.
Mad dogs.
누굽니까?
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
아, 오늘 뭔가 팝판이 좀 안 땡기는데? 아, 씨. 게임 제작 방송으로 틀어버릴까? 지금밖에 안 되는데.
And by the looks of it,
We thought we could sneak, but we didn't know there would be so...
Behind you!
이 왜 의미 없는 서브캐 같은 메인캐를 해야 되는 거지? 이게 왜 메인?
Do you think we can hold them?
we can certainly... Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do it.
나 또 나의 또 신작 게임을 또 방송에서 발표해야 되나? 뭐야? 아. 덤벼. 미안. 얘 왜 이렇게 단단해? 어우, 너무 빨라. 간다. 죽어라.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the...
I see you're all in one.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from.
A second...
Feel like finishing.
Always.
아, 이 너무 퀘스트가 너무 성의 없는 거 아니야, 이거? 이런 걸 메인캐 배치하다니 실망스럽군요.
Mad dogs.
연기 하나가 더 남았단 말이야. 아유.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Harper and the others won't be ready.
아유 귀찮아 진짜. 무다. 뭐야 갑자기?
Something's coming.
아.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything? Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
이런 퀘스트 왜 만드는 거야? 아유 좀 늦었네. 어쨌든 잡았고요.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before then we make for Mar.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, there hopefully we'll have enough time.
How many of your men were in?
A damn sight left.
It was a hard-fought victory. It's not a matter of if the inn here affords a good...
What do you say, Martha?
Well, when you put it...
스카프? 클라이브 방에서 볼 수 있다.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
누군데요?
Oscar, over here.
오스카?
It is an honor to make your... I am Oscar. Oscar of
Murdoch?
House Murdoch.
Murdoch.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother... Well, go on then. Yes. If it please you, my lord Marquis, I would learn the duties of a shield from the...
얘도 별로 재미없게 생겼는데.
I'm sorry, but I'm a shield no longer, and spending time in the company.
My Aunt Hannah once told me, you have accomplished much since, and I would sooner serve under a... not that Sir Wade...
좀 재밌네, 좀 줘봐.
I mean, it's all right. There is only so much the boy can learn from me.
But a squire.
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as you...
I would not have it any other...
됐고요. 아, 이거 좀 퀘스트가 마음에 안 드는데요. 그냥 못 잡는 거 반복하는 퀘스트가.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
헤헤.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of
I can't do it.
화장실 좀 갔다 오겠습니다.